say King Gunther. I seen King Puta.
I'll put you to sleep just like he put your hobo friend Sami Zayn to sleep.
Hey, Sammy got some new threads, man. Don't hate on him.
He still looks like a hobo.
No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Hogan.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
What a rush!
Is that the intro?
Yeah.
That's the intro. Hey, it's Dre Rock, Figure 4 podcast, coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
Will Wonder in King Gunther's Halloween decorated guest room. He took out that chump Sami Zayn. We'll get into that a little bit later. But it's all smiles over here at the Gunther establishment.
I'm enjoying a nice sugar-free pumpkin spice coffee right now.
Oh, nice. I actually have a Monster today. It's been a minute, but I have one. So there you go.
Oh, there you go. Late night last night. We got off the phone at like, what? For dads, it's late. 9:30?
9:30, we got off the phone. I was like, ah.
Just dehydrated.
Mhm.
What's up, man? How's your week been? How was your weekend and all that good jazz?
Weekend was great. Went to Park City, Utah for the wine festival. Had a lot of fun there with my wife. Celebrated our anniversary. Got drunk. Didn't watch Bad Blood live, but I made the mistake of, when I was laying in bed, hopping on Instagram and being like, oh my God. So I kind of knew what happened at the end. I didn't see anything other than the very, very end that evening. And then obviously I watched Bad Blood for the first time. So weekend was good though. Did that, kind of kicked it on Sunday, recovered a little bit. So can't complain at all. It was good. Had a really good Venezuelan rum mixed with some Venezuelan dark chocolate. Paired that together. It was, I don't know. I didn't think it would go, but it went.
Salute to the Venezuelans.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I had a good weekend, man. This week, I should say this week. Last night I had a really good workout with a new coach over at Diorn Boxing in Bluffdale. Coach Janae, she put the ringer on us, and
nice.
It was good. It felt good this morning. Over the weekend, I had something going on, so I had to work. I was DJing, so I missed Bad Blood live, which I was watching UFC 307 live, which was not that entertaining except for that main event.
It wasn't the biggest match, the biggest card of the year. I feel like it's always the biggest card of the year with that company. Oh, we got the biggest card of the year.
They gotta sell tickets, man. They gotta sell tickets.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, it was a cool card. It wasn't anything great. The main event was awesome. Our Utah local guy, Court McGee, got the win. He kicked off UFC 307 at the Delta Center, so that was really
nice.
Cool. And it was cool to see just how much they did locally here. They had some of the athletes like Misha Tate, Belal Muhammad, a lot of different guys that went to like the children's I don't know if it was primaries, but they helped out kids with reading and boys and girls club stuff. Yeah, it was really dope. And then on top of that, like these guys trained here at some of the local gyms. So there's a gym. Yeah, there's a gym right down the street from my dad's house called The Pit. And that's where Alex Pejeda trained at. So a lot of the local guys got to train with world-renowned athletes. And it was it was a really cool weekend to see that and to see how much just one event can really move a whole culture out here in that, that MMA world. Right. And I hope it could do the same thing with our local DCW promotion here once, WWE comes around,
Right. And AEW.
And AEW, yeah, both of them. Mm-hmm. Which is really dope. And yeah, I mean, overall good weekend. I like you had to stay off of the internet. I knew because my algorithm is all wrestling. So
yeah.
If I even open that app, I know I'm going to see some spoilers. Tavian was really good about keeping his mouth shut.
Oh, good.
So watching it Sunday morning at 3 a.m. when I got back from DJing, I didn't it was all like I was watching it live. Like,
Yeah.
no spoilers. It was pretty
That's
cool.
great. Yeah, the very first post, as soon as I opened Instagram Saturday night when we got back to our hotel, was The Rock, and I was like, God. But I was also happy I looked, but then, I was like, all right.
I should have queued
Yeah.
back to the hotel.
Yeah.
So we did get an announcement with Crown Jewels. Do we want to talk more about Bad Blood, go through the card?
I think we can. I mean, we can start with the announcement. The announcement was kind of cool, right?
Was it?
I think so. Because here's the deal with Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel has never really meant anything other than like a PLE, but the stories never move at Crown Jewel, right? It's just like, let's watch this to watch it. It's like when they did the Greatest Royal Rumble, and they've done Crown Jewel. Nothing ever moves, like nothing ever changes. But this is at least something to look forward to. Like, my guy Gunther's going to go in there and win the Crown Jewel. What do they call it? I got it in my notes. Crown Jewel. Hold on. Crown Jewel title. We'll just call it that for now. He's going to win that Crown Jewel title, bring it back home. I'll have it up here somewhere, because he doesn't care. That's nothing to him. But I think it's cool. And then also you get the women's side too.
I don't understand it. So we just got both our champions going at it, and none of them get to get a universal title.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But again, they
Come
do
on,
this.
Wonder.
They
What
do. Okay. When you step out of your kayfabe pledge for a minute, they do this because they get paid a lot of money to go out there. Right. But they're not going to have major storylines change at what time was it here? 10 a.m. That's not going to happen. They're not, in the States at that time. That's not going to happen. So to give us something to be like, oh yeah, and maybe it does help storylines advance in some way. Maybe there's an interruption that kind of causes Cody, because we saw we'll get to the video too. Maybe KO's like, I flew all the way out here to make sure you didn't win this championship. Seems a little excessive, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the men's. The women's is going to be interesting, right? Like, I don't know who they pick to win that one or who comes out on top. Back in my kayfabe pledge.
Just watching Nia Jax and Liv Morgan wrestle just is awkward to me. Like, it's not a match. It doesn't make me happy. I think this is the cash in. I think we see the cash in. It has to be the cash in now.
Oh, you think? Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, you say stories don't move forward, but if we get a cash in from Tiffany, the story moves forward.
Moves all the way forward. Fast forward. Yeah, that's great. I would love it. I don't know if it happens, but maybe because the biggest thing with these Crown Jewel events is like they've never been like must see TV, right? Like I have to watch Crown Jewel live.
Well, who did Roman fight last year? Was it Cody in Crown Jewel? Or was it Jay?
Paul. Wasn't it Logan Paul last year?
Oh, Logan was already the U.S. title by then.
Hold on. I'm getting IT on it. Please hold.
Roman, L.A. Knight. It was L.A. Knight, wasn't it?
Ugh, was it?
That sounds so random, but
hold on. I'm pulling up the card now. Main event. Roman Reigns. Yeah, L.A. Knight. See?
That just sounds bizarre right now.
Yeah. You knew nothing was happening there, okay?
Yeah.
But at least with this, we get something out of it. And I don't know what the other matches are going to be. Maybe we can. I don't know. How do we get? I have so many questions. I have so many questions after Raw and Bad Blood. But go ahead.
Well, you mentioned. I want to stay here at Crown Jewel. You mentioned the title. They revealed the title, a long title, a lot of green, a lot of diamonds. I think. Triple H even said it was like 52 diamonds or something like that in it, or jewels or something like that. Very expensive title. But is it a title we will remember? Is this just like The Rock coming out with the People's Champ on his shoulder?
So. I think so.
Do we need it? We don't need it.
No.
I would rather see Gunther or Cody with vice versa titles to walk out on Monday with both titles, like the true titles.
I think this opens up for down the road when these two guys face off, if they ever do decide to unify the titles again, right? Gunther can be like, hey, I own you. I beat you. I have this Crown Jewel title. I don't know, but
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a good looking title. It's a beautiful belt.
yeah.
But I thought we would see something more from the announcement. When Triple H comes out, it's exciting. It's Bad Blood. We got
Mhm.
the Hell in the Cell right above them. Like,
Terrorizing.
yeah, I thought we were
Did
gonna
you catch
get
him saying
something more.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't know. I mean, it adds something to it, to something, to a PLE where I'd be like, Now, Bad Blood was different. I wanted to watch Bad Blood live, but it was my anniversary celebration, so that trumps that. But with this, I'd probably do some stuff around the house, maybe have it on in the background if I'm home.
Mm.
But now I'm kind of into it. At least the main event.
Oh, do we get an interruption from Tiffy? But Raquel Rodriguez keeps her from winning that. Or Raquel steps in right at the right moment when Tiffy was about to cash in, and then she plays it off like, I wasn't cashing in. This girl jumped me.
Maybe. I don't know. That the Raquel thing seems really. I mean, that's all Rhea now. I don't think. I don't know.
I don't know. They had going to Raw. It looked like Raquel was kind of just like the enforcer, like
Yeah, she gave China vibes in her outfit and just looking like a monster.
looking
Which is
bigger
cool.
than Dom.
Yeah, well, she is bigger than Dom.
Is it just gonna be her and Carlito that are the biggest ones in Judgment Day?
Yeah, exactly. Because they're small people, human beings.
I know we're jumping around, but while we're here, can I predict something?
Yes, please
Okay.
do. Because I did predict Raquel coming back and Hunter hire us. But go ahead. Yeah.
Wonder called that.
Yeah.
And fantastic job with that.
Thank you.
If you remember, before Liv left, before Liv was gone and Rhea went on her run,
Mm-hmm.
Liv said, I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to take everything from you.
Yeah.
She never had any ambition to be with Dom. This was never a thing for her. Are we seeing a plot for her and her sister, Raquel Rodriguez, to really destroy the Judgment Day? Is she gonna turn against Dom with her sister and completely ruin his life?
Man, maybe. I didn't think about that.
Because she doesn't love Dom. She plays like she loves Dom,
But out of some pretty fly sneakers. You saw that. The gift she gave. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Liv's been a great girlfriend. Let's be honest. She's been a better girlfriend.
Nuggets, video games.
Yeah. I mean, daddy's on top, mommy's not on top. You know what I mean? Like, she's been a great girlfriend.
Yeah.
Only to crush his dreams coming up before the end of the year.
What are his dreams, though? I mean, that's the one thing with Dom right now. I'm like, what do we? I mean, he's just in the storyline, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind that because I'd like Dom to be able to go on some sort of like wrestling run. I think that would be great because he can go, but we just don't see it.
Before the end is done for the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio, I would love to see a father-son rekindling. I mean, we're in the James family. We've seen the James family make history on the basketball court. Can we have some type of history with Rey and Dom before Rey hangs up the mask?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how you get the heel stink off of Dom though. Like he's one of the most hated guys in. Like, is it him saving Rey? But what? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that ship may have sailed.
Nah, he could turn face, and it's gonna come from Liv being heartbroken. He's gonna cut the mustache.
Oh no, man! If he cuts that mustache, gets rid of the mullet, that's not Dom anymore. It's just
That's true.
It's back to Dominic.
That's true. I don't think that wins. Oh yeah, where else? Where else you want to go? Wonder.
I mean, we can go Hell in a Cell. Let's just go there. So they say 16 staples for Drew.
Staples. Yeah, I think so.
Ugh. I knew there would be blood. I didn't know there'd be that much blood. You know what I mean?
It is refreshing to see.
It was nuts. And go ahead.
They didn't go GCW or AEW route where it was like it was like unbearable.
Yeah.
It was. This might be weird to say, and it might be an oxymoron. It was tasteful.
Yeah, tasteful blood. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The match itself was amazing. Like, that might be match of the year. The only other match I can think of where I, was into it as much as that was the main event at Mania. But that pulled a lot of cards, right? That gave us a lot of run-ins. That gave us a lot of legends. This was just the two of them going at it.
And I had a note. I had 2 notes for this match. Wonder
Mm-hmm.
dope with 8 O's
Oh,
and Cell used. I feel like the Hell in the Cell was not used in this match that much. It
not
was
to
like,
the extent that usual Hell in the Cell matches are.
exactly, like I didn't see nobody really climb. There was some, throws into the the Cell, but it wasn't really used as like a real weapon or an object.
Well, Punk wasn't climbing that thing. Okay.
Nah, we
He
seen
ain't
that
doing
on what was that, Monday last week?
Yeah. Can I say the only thing that I was like kind of irked by is that Punk won? And then and we're going to bounce around like you said. And then for Monday night for him to be like, I'm going home. I would say I'll see you soon, but I don't know when. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, are we just going to forget about him until Rumble? Like, is he going to be off TV until Rumble so that they get that? I swear to God, if CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble,
It's gonna happen.
the Figure 4 podcast is going to be gloom and doom come January. Okay.
Yo.
But he is there front and center on the poster.
He is. You know who else is on that poster?
Cody.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Roman Reigns is on there too.
Yeah.
Is Roman entering the Rumble?
Yeah.
Is Roman going to be 25 or maybe even 30?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Do they show Roman to be this this godly figure that we know he is, and enter God mode at number 1 and last the whole beating Gunther and in Sheamus last year? Like,
I don't know if that's happening. I don't know if they're going to put him on. I mean, that's so far ahead, right? We can speculate about Rumble, but I swear to God, if Punk wins it, because if they take him off of TV now, he doesn't come back. It feels like he needs to come back for him and Rollins. Here's the other thing with Raw, okay? Our first 2-hour Raw, interruption after interruption after interruption to start off the show. And then the commercials. I mean, this is a side note. Holy shit. It's like they fit 3 hours of commercials into a 2-hour show when they did the split screen thing. I was like, what is happening here? I think they'll get that figured out. But it seems like it's Seth and Punk now, correct? Like when that happened, Seth's going to go through Bronson Reed and then we get Punk? Or, I mean, how long is Punk out for? What's this whole I'll see you later, I just don't know when? What is that bullshit?
yeah, I'm assuming when Punk comes back, that's the story we get is Seth, because we haven't got it yet, right? We haven't got a true Seth, CM Punk story.
That's what everyone wanted.
Yeah. Which I'm not mad at the McIntyre. I think
it was great.
The way they did, I think McIntyre proved that he was worth the contract that he just got.
Yeah.
And hate him, love him. CM Punk showed up on Saturday and he left with a bang. And when he returns, like he's gonna return. I can only imagine how him and Seth are gonna get down now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'll be fun. You know, you speak about hating him. He thanked me. Did you catch that when he was giving his little opening monologue on Raw when he said, I want to thank my fans, the signs, my family, and I really want to thank everyone who hates me because you've made me rich. And I'm like, you're welcome, you piece of trash.
He said, here with his wine glass.
Well, no. Oh yeah, me. Yeah. I was gonna say he's a straight edge guy. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's why he hates you, because you're an alcoholic. So I don't know when we get Punk back, but I hope that Seth is healthy enough. And I hope Punk is healthy enough too, because this dude ran. I mean, we can count on probably one hand how many times he wrestled since he's been back.
Yeah, no, we can.
And it's all McIntyre.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's a great, partner to wrestle with. And then Seth is the same way. So I think we're going to get some good stuff when that happens. I just don't know when that is.
Boy, you hit it on the head with Damian Priest and Nia Jax. Both of those matches, meh.
I think the hard thing with the Nia Bailey match is they were right after Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
It's like because it's. I mean, I'm not comparing it to Austin. Who did Austin fight after the Foley? Oh, Austin Kane.
Mm-hmm.
It was Austin Kane after Foley Taker Hell in a Cell. I'm not comparing it to that, but when you get a Hell in a Cell match that's that good, or has that many things happening in it, it's like how do you follow it? And I think the Bailey Nia match was okay. Like if I was to like at a grade, I'd give it like a B. Like it was decent.
Great Raw match.
Yeah, but the Priest Balor match was a snooze fest.
Feel like we've seen this match. You know what I mean?
Feel like we had too, but we hadn't.
And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's just because they're losing heat, or maybe it's just we're coming off of the Hell in the Cell, right? We're coming off of Punk and McIntyre.
But this is it's the B Judgment Day storyline to Liv and Rhea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the second place. This is and it maybe they should have had them on two different cards. I don't know, but it just didn't feel. I was kind of bored, and it felt like the arena was bored as well.
It did. Oxygen came out of the damn arena. That's what it felt like.
Almost as bad as when Raquel made her entrance or tried to break in, and it was crickets. I was like, why isn't there's nothing?
Yeah,
I felt bad for her.
And the shot with the shot on camera, we couldn't see, right? So that's why Michael Cole's like, "Yo, who the hell is this?" Right? Obviously, we knew it was Raquel, and it made me a little sad, man, because she is one of my favorite athletes. I think she's really talented. I think she's one of the strongest in the women's division. And when her and Rhea got down before she left, they put on good matches, and so I'm excited to see. I know that her pop wasn't a pop, and I'm excited to see her and Rhea get down.
Yeah,
I hope this is I doubt she gets a run like Rhea does, but I think it will be a good match for Rhea and a good story bouncing off of this Liv Morgan storyline, which we're going to eat off of for probably the next 6 months.
Yeah, I think so too. I wonder. I mean, I don't want them to bury Raquel. They've been burying our friends over at the, what are they called again? Pure Fusion, New Fusion Collective. They've been burying those women, right? Consistently. Yeah. So I hope with Raquel, they don't do that. I hope, it can go back and forth between her and Rhea. I mean, ultimately it's Rhea and Liv are going to come back and Rhea's going to get the title at some point. But
is that
man, can you imagine if it's that long?
It's a long time to draw this story out.
I mean, maybe you get Rhea in the Rumble and she wins it.
She won last year, didn't she?
Yeah, but there's Cody Rhodes won 2 years in a row. HBK, Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's always repeats.
I had some notes for Rhea and Liv. Put good match. Gasp when Dom fell out of the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
The cage. That right there, great. Like Dom continuously shows why he's good.
Yeah.
Just falling out of the shark cage, you're like, this dude already is scared to death, and now he's trying to get out. Oh, this dude almost falls out. Oh, he's tied up.
Yeah.
And this is coming off of the Mr. McMahon doc where I'm like, Owen Hart. Instantly, I'm like, oh shoot, Owen Hart. That's what goes into my head.
There was one thing with the cage that kind of bugged me.
The chains on the bottom.
Well, that, but also like generally when you have these matches, these shark cage matches or whatever on a pole match, they're in the ring. The cage is above the ring. With this kind of being more to the side, I didn't love that.
I think they had to because of the cell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then don't put the piece of shit in the shark cage. Okay. Or tie the cage to the cell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Make it work.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of money over there at TKO. Okay.
Yeah, engineers get to work.
Yeah, because like then it's like he's over there. He's not like because there's older matches where something like this happens, and Paul Heyman was in one. I want to say it was Brock Punk.
Mm.
I'd have to go back and look, but when that camera pans out and you see the wrestlers going at it, but also the person in the cage, like I don't know, it just didn't feel. I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't love the placement. Okay, it's nitpicky, but it is what it is.
I feel you. Was it weird that Rhea told the ref, like, yo, don't count me out?
Yeah.
She's like, yo, I'm going to go out here real quick. Don't you count. And he was like, okay.
Yeah. All right. I got you. All right. Yeah. I don't know.
A little weird.
Yeah. I mean, this storyline is just going to continue, like you said, possibly until Mania, but I didn't love the match. Like, to me, this PLE felt like an Oreo, right? But on an Oreo that you just love the cookie part, and everything in the middle is just like, all right, that's fine.
I think it's opposite for me. I like the
well, that's how it is. That's what I meant. Like I had
fuck with you
because I was gonna say hot dog, but then the hot dog is the glizzy is what you're trying to get after. Hey yo,
hey yo.
I was trying to think of something where the outsides are really good and the inside is just meh, but I couldn't think.
Now you got me over here thinking what's good on the inside, but not the outside, or vice versa.
Yeah,
we can move on.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Get to the main event.
We're having fun. The main event: Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes in a tag team match against the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Good match. Jacob shined. I felt like everyone did well.
Can we back up just a moment?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
The entrance. Cody Rhodes' entrance was garbage. Never have a live band. Roman Reigns, the drummer wasn't even drumming.
What was that?
It was awful. It's god awful.
I thought there was an issue with my audio.
No,
like how things get out of sync sometimes. I was like,
she didn't even hit the drum. Like, yo, at least hit the drum. We can't hear it on TV. You guys are soundtracking this thing. Fake it, woman.
What? Who was she? She just looked like a librarian. Yes, exactly. Holy shit! I was like, they just grabbed this woman from the Atlanta county library, or what? Because she didn't fit in with either one of them. I was like, who is she?
While we're stereotyping, we're in Georgia. We can't get like a black choir.
I'm just saying, if they're gonna have someone play the drums for Roman, like, can we not get a Samoan drum player?
Yeah, man. Tribal. That would have been dope.
But they got Jan from the. I just checked out some Harry Potter books from her last week.
Yeah, that was very disappointing, to say the least.
Yeah.
And so I hate that they use Solo song to come out. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Come on, man.
Okay. Nah. Yeah, entrance is subpar, match good. Really enjoyed it.
Match very fun. Very fun. This is something that we talked about. Who's gonna start the match, right? Would it have been Jacob and Roman, or Cody and Sikoa? Like, who's gonna start? And it almost looked like they were gonna beef about it, right? There was some little bit of tension, like, yo, are you sure you want to do this? All right, Roman, all right, giving a little bit of respect to Cody. Yeah. And Cody coming out doing his thing. Cody comes out, does his thing. The one thing in this match that I was critical of last week was chemistry. These guys have they're not a tag team. They hate each other. More Roman than Cody, you could tell. And with Cody coming off of "You're in My Way in Life," was he going to be in his way in this tag team match?
It wasn't. Seems like everything went okay, huh?
Fluid. Was this a match breaking kayfabe? Do you think that this was a match that they've been working on? Do you think they worked this out a few times?
I would think so, with just how many eyes are on the match and how much these are the two biggest guys in the company, so they want it to look good. They need to tell a story through the match as well as this actual storyline. So I'm sure they did. I'm sure they worked through it, and Solo and Jacob did great. Cody and Roman did great. You know, there was one part with the Jimmy reveal where I was kind of like, here we go with the goddamn hoodies again.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be the hoodies are gonna be on the merch line with the bandana here soon.
Yeah, the hoodie season is officially here, and because that's what every time, and you remember it wasn't even that long ago. Every time someone from the bloodline would interrupt, come out in a hoodie, and then it was like, oh my god, it's Jimmy, no, it's Jay, it's Solo. Like, yeah, we know, just come out and do it.
Same black one too.
Yeah, it's like they're recycling that hoodie. And I don't know if they fumbled it a little bit on the announcing, but it was kind of like they said, "Oh, who?" And then it was quiet, like almost like they saw him come out, and then they stopped talking about it. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's who I was talking about." It's like, what?
Yeah.
But man, Jimmy laid out the Gorillas of Destiny, plat, plat, real quick.
And it felt like on TV, it felt like Tama seen him. It looked like Tama already seen him, and the timing was weird, but Jimmy's back, man. Jimmy doesn't look any different. He looks like he is ready.
Yeah, looks a little tanner.
Yeah,
thought that.
A little weird coming from a white guy, but Jimmy did really well. Hitting super kicks. There was a lot of respect between Cody and Roman. And when we talk about timing, the timing of the reveal of Rocky was because it almost felt like, oh, this is what we're getting. We're getting Jimmy. We're not getting anything else. We're getting Jimmy.
Yeah.
And until we got the if you smell.
Yeah. With a couple of things with Jimmy that I loved is you could hear Roman, and I don't know if I noticed it. I think I noticed it on there. Maybe it was just when I was watching stuff on socials, was how Roman was like, you orchestrated this, like talking to Jimmy about, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, I did it for you. And then there was that hug. It was like, that was cool. But I loved when Jimmy was like, you gave him your word when Cody was getting, the brakes beat off of him in the ring, and they ran back and helped him. But then, you get The Rock, and where does this go? Is this like 1, 2, 3 thing, just talking about the 3 guys in the ring, or does that mean something else? I love the video afterward too of The Rock walking around talking shit. And did you see that where he's out back and he's like, points to Stone Cold, you're my boy, tequila and beer on me. He sees Dusty Rhodes and he's like, one of my heroes, my idols, I love you, hate your son. And then he sees John Cena and he's like, why don't you go get some Fruity Pebbles, like on the trailers. That was good. We still, SmackDowns from now on, right, are must watch. And that's what The Rock does, but also this bloodline storyline. So I'm excited to see. I hope they don't just recycle and repeat what they did last time, where it's The Rock coming out with the new bloodline as opposed to when he came out with the other bloodline and talking.
Yeah.
I hope they do a little bit more this time around, but I'm very excited for it. And very excited for how we get Jay back to the OG bloodline, but we can get there in a minute.
There was a lot of footage. You talked about Rocky. You talk you see the fan footage of Cody and KO. And the fight that they had, and it wasn't produced. And then I don't know if you caught the footage of Solo and Jacob, where he's like, yo, it's all part of the plan. Like this is all good. There's a lot of breadcrumbs happening. And I think this is really, really done well by the WWE, because you don't know where the story's going to go. Yeah. You don't know where we are. The thing's not written. And one thing that makes me nervous, though, going for the next 6 months leading to April, is Bloodline 2.0 looks weaker than hell. They are so weak. So how do you beef them up? How do you get them some wins? Because they haven't been having dominating wins, and it did not look good. I mean, Jacob Fatu, his moonsault, just the dude's an athlete, stellar athlete, incredible, but he also looks weak. Cody getting his revenge off the top rope or off
Yeah.
the top turnbuckle onto the outside ring. It's table. It's like, wow, like they're finally like just getting their ass whooped bad.
Mhm.
But they have to get strong somehow. I don't know.
I think bringing in Rocky does that. The final boss and all the strings he can pull, blah blah blah. I think
you can't have Rocky be the least strong person. So you can't make Jacob the most dominating force in the Bloodline 2.0. It has to be Rocky, right?
Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, for sure. He's not coming back to play second to anybody unless, it's a big match at the Netflix debut or it's a big match at Mania, whatever.
Well, how do we know Rocky isn't about to go after everybody? How do we know Rocky isn't about to go get 7 of his other cousins to come out?
I mean, maybe then it's going to get confusing. But it could be maybe he's like, I'm disgusted in how maybe War Games is 3 bloodlines.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Cody. I hope not. I'd rather have someone else in that.
Yeah.
Against the new bloodline, against Rock and whoever of the young bloods he has coming around. But I think that kind of gets convoluted and you try to create a story too quickly between now and the end of November for that War Games. But I don't know, man. All I know is every time The Rock comes back, I'm excited. So I was excited. I don't know where it goes. Could do without the People's Champ belt. It's kind of corny.
Yeah, like go hang that in your gym, Rocky. Like,
Yeah.
leave that at home.
Yep. Just use your belt where you're whooping Cody's ass all the time.
Or is the belt a part of the story? Is the belt a part of what he gave to Cody? You know what I mean? Like, these are things that I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because why would he bring it back at this point? Why
That was
would
a
he?
cool gift from, I think it was Muhammad Ali
Family. Yeah.
family, right? So that there's something personal there. So I don't know. I think that there is some symbolism there that will make sense coming up shortly, because I don't think Rocky would hold that belt, because that belt doesn't mean, I mean, it means something to him, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe we see it
I'm excited to see what happens, man. Anytime The Rock's involved, I'm there.
Yes, sir. Cool. Is that good on Bad Blood?
I think so. We touched on the KO
real quick
Cody footage. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. Is this the preview that we get? It looks like Motor City, maybe Detroit. Are we getting a fast lane again?
Oh, I'm sure.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I was like, why do they have all these race car sounds and
Yeah.
this? I think it's Motor City, Detroit. We're probably getting fast lane again.
Fast
Yeah.
lane.
I did want to touch on SmackDown. SmackDown there wasn't really much there, except 2 women that I told you about that I'm very excited to watch. Chelsea Green and Michin have a dumpster match that was fun.
Yeah.
So good.
That was good.
The finish of Michin power bombing Chelsea Green through the table into the dumpster with literally maybe 4 inches from her head hitting the dumpster. I almost lost my shit.
Yeah, it was scary.
That could have killed her.
Yeah. And she had like all, thank God that didn't happen. But then her coming out of the dumpster, the trash with all this stuff on her, all the trash.
And playing the part into Bad Blood when Jade, Bianca, and Naomi were hosting the party, right? All the people were in the box, the press box. And she comes in, they were like, ooh, what's that smell?
Yeah.
And Piper, is this gonna lead into Piper and Chelsea having issues, because Piper was hanging out with the crew? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chelsea had the dip.
Yeah. Maybe.
Second note from SmackDown, we get a return AJ Styles, but we also get an injury from AJ Styles. Is this a work or what's going on here?
I hope so. I haven't read any of the stuff, but I'm like, it has to be, right? Like it has to be.
Lord, I hope so.
Yeah.
You can't come back and be gone.
Yeah. I really wanted a him and LA Knight thing. I thought that's where we were going, but I guess we'll see. I could look it up, but I didn't want to.
It looked.
They want to ruin
it. It looked pretty bad. It looks like it might be his knee,
Mhm.
but once they went back to the training room, I was like, I think if it was real, I don't think he'd be in the
They
training room.
wouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
So I
They're
think
doing a
it's-
good job with like kind of bending reality. Like, I mean, the KO Cody thing that's really smart. And even on Raw last night, how man, what's my guy's name on color commentary? God damn it. The Scottish, not Scottish. Man. Anyways, he brought it up and then Joe Tessitore shot it down. He's like, Triple H has released a statement, and it was like, oh, because it just makes it feel like, ooh,
yeah,
especially for it to be fan footage that showed the fight. That was great.
I love it. Yeah, breaking that fourth wall. Athletes living their gimmicks too, right? Like I've been seeing some. Roman does a really good job at it. Like Roman, I seen him on an interview with Paul Heyman, which I hope we get Paul back here soon.
Me too.
Where he was talking about where stock is with WWE right now, and Paul's gonna Paul Heyman's him, right? So you're gonna get him talking the way he does, and Roman just feeds right into it. I am the best. I am the reason why the WWE is so successul right now. I'm the greatest of all time, right? Like, and it's dope. I hope other athletes continue to do that as well.
Yeah. We need to have our debate soon too. Austin Roman.
Let's set it up. We could do that one of these weeks. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll yeah. And I just can't get how wifey, she was like, oh, I see your boyfriend's back. I was like, yeah, damn right he is. And he was all lathered up. He had all the Diddy juice on him. Pause.
Oh no.
Oh, it was all. I mean, that tattoo was shining.
Yeah.
His abs is popping. He
looked great. Look great. Relax, Dre.
Look great. I got a heart out here soon. Do we want to touch Raw? Do you have any notes from Raw that you want to talk on?
We already talked about Punk. We talked about Seth. We talked about Jay. I think Braun's getting that title back sooner than later with him coming out and having a change of heart. Let me see my notes. Wyatt's, are they going after Miz? Is that what it is? We saw the Miz segment and it said you were seen or something like that. Okay, I guess. Yeah. I mean, whatever. Because R-Truth and Miz are having that match next week. Did they come out and help? I don't know. Donnybrook match was fun. Enjoyed that. Brutal. The zip ties on Sheamus. I was like, damn, he's zip tying this guy. We talked about Pure Fusion Collective getting buried in the 10 women tag match. Then King Gunther, putting that hobo Sami Zayn to sleep.
Yeah, man, that was hard to watch. But one thing that I had one note from that match.
Sleeper, son.
One note. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sammy retired sweatpants.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I loved Sammy running into Cody backstage and being like, "Hey, it's gonna be me you're facing at Crown Jewel." In my head, I was like, "No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. What are you doing, Sammy?
Sammy ain't nobody. Get out of here, son."
Overall, though, I was happy. I'm happy with 2-hour Raw. I think commercials, like you said,
I need to figure that out.
I hope that changes with Netflix. I hope we get more details about Netflix here soon. Yeah. Because as of right now, I'm not excited about the Netflix change. Super excited. I mean, it's cool, but what are we going to be on the same time? Is it going to be one universal time? Are we going to have no commercials? Are we going to run promos like we do with PLEs? Like what's going to happen in between matches?
I feel like it's going to be a promo thing. I don't know for sure. I did see one note, and maybe Bleacher Report. I don't remember who put it out, but someone said, or maybe it was on Twitter. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. A respectable source said that they've spoken with people within WWE and the first episode of I think it's January 6th, which is not a great day in American history. But they said it's going to be like PLE level. It's going to be the biggest Raw ever, is what they said. So I'm excited from that aspect.
Yeah,
we got to have Rock there. We're going to have some old stars.
Got to be Cena.
Cena will be there. We're going to get a lot of people.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we jump out off this episode, Wrestler of the Week, who do you got? And I hope you give it to the man you hate.
I almost did it. You want to know why he didn't get it?
Why?
Yesterday, him saying,
yeah,
I'll be gone and I don't know when I'm coming back. It was like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, that's not his fault. That's a story. I don't care. Get him out of here. I'm giving it to my guy, King Gunther, putting Sammy to sleep, ending that storyline, going into Crown Jewel to face Cody. I'm just excited for it. And then, you know, we had the Goldberg sitch, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm giving it to my guy Gunther this week.
No, I mean, you can give it to several people. You can give it to Sheamus, Pete Dunne, McIntyre, Punk, Gunther. I was on the fence between McIntyre, Punk, or one lady that I already mentioned, Michin. I think she had a really good match. I give it to Michin. That is my wrestler of the week.
Beautiful.
All right, you dirt bags. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up I gotta go see a man about a horse. How about that?
Yikes.
Yeah.
And mafia talk. That's not a good thing. Okay.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if you didn't follow us. All right. It'd be a shame if you didn't start follow us.
Hey, we have a new home. I'll put out all those links on our Instagram. So you can either, whether you're Spotify, whether you're Apple, or the new YouTube. We got to share all those. We'll do that on Instagram. So, yep. 1, 2, 3, slice the throat.
I hated how The Rock did 1, 2, and then 3 like this. Like,
yeah, what was that?
Is that the Illuminati symbol?
Is that what?
It's Proud Boys, right?
It's something to that effect. Yeah. So don't screenshot me doing that just now. It used to mean like, okay, but now it's like a white power thing. I don't know how the hell that happened. Good thing I don't say Cheerio or okay anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, follow us at Figure the Number 4 Podcast on Instagram. Like Wonder said, we got a new home, so make sure you go find all those links. Tell your friends about us. If you want to follow me, my personal IG is at Dre-Rocka, DRERAWKA. And yeah, man, a lot of cool things going on. We have something cool happening on Friday. I won't announce yet because I hate announcing things without them being done and solidified. But hopefully next week we have something cool to show you.
Yeah. You know what is done and solidified, or at least not done yet, but it's happening, is 31 Days of Halloween on the Will Wonder Show YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. So the Will Wonder Show on Instagram, that's what it is, at the Will Wonder Show. Follow there, follow on YouTube. YouTube's doing great, man. I'm getting some interesting comments on some of these horror film reviews. People not necessarily agreeing with what I got to say. Hey, I saw the TV Glow isn't a horror film. Get over it. I understand the meaning behind it. I get it. It's not a horror film. His name was David, I think. David, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
anyways, no, I do appreciate comments regardless of what the...
Don't backtrack now. No, shut up, David.
But yes, 31 Days of Halloween, the Will Wonder Show. Later this week, we will have an episode coming out. There's one thing I have to button up and finish. A full episode, that is. But until then, every day, horror film, 31 Days of Halloween. Check us out.
And you were a guest on other podcast, so make sure to check that out. Follow Wonder.
Yep, next week. It'll be out next week. Off the Menu. Shout out to those guys. Had so much fun with them. A lot of funny. These dudes are a little bit younger than me, so a lot of funny conversations ensued. Me feeling old in that room, but it was a great time.
Awesome. Well, I gotta go. My horse is waiting for me. So yeah, we're out. Peace.